Kanye West is a god. I know, that sounds crazy, but hear me out. So the first thing to understand when considering Kanye's own assertion that he is a godlike figure is what exactly he means.
When someone comes up and says something like, I am a god, everybody says, who does he think he is? I just told you who I thought I was, a god. I just told you, that's who I think I am. I am the #1 most impactful artist of our generation.
By 50% more influential than any other human being.
Rap the new rock and roll.
Don't fuck with me. Don't fuck with me.
I am Shakespeare in the flesh. Walt Disney, Nike, Google.
Don't fuck with me.
Would it have been better if I had a song that said, I am a nigga? Or if I had a song that said, I'm a gangster? Or if I had a song that said, I am a pimp?
So in the last 50 years or so, since the end of World War II, two things have sparked a modern evolution of man. One, security and resources have allowed the world's population to grow at a rate incomparable to any point in history. Two, the production of media and worldwide transference of knowledge has, well, grown at a rate incomparable to any point in history. So considering that, whoever was the most popular in current times is many times more popular than the most popular in older times. So when he says,
I'm the #1 rock star on the planet.
Turn it up! He's kind of right. Whether you like him or not, Kanye's recent success is only rivaled by his often co-collaborators Rihanna and Eminem. So when you look at earlier, massively successful and popular artists, their impact on the music is always noticeable. The most notable being the Beatles. To this day, people are inspired to make music by the Beatles. People study the Beatles. People practically worship the Beatles.
We meant more to kids than Jesus did, or religion at that time. I wasn't knocking it or putting it down, I was just saying it as a fact.
When John Lennon said that, it caused a huge controversy. But time, I believe, will prove him right. Religion's popularity in the modern world slowly wanes, but the impact of the Beatles in music continues as strong as ever. Who's to say that music won't someday replace religion as the roots of the people's morals? Who's to say it hasn't already? So with all of that in mind, when Kanye says,
By 50% more influential than any other human being.
He's kind of right again. I mean, he's more popular currently than the Beatles ever were, and he's also had a hand in selecting who else was popular. And Kanye's influence on the recent advancement and depth of the world of rap is really only comparable to what the Beatles did with pop rock. And now the population affected by it and influenced by it is vastly larger and continuing to grow. Also similar to how William Shakespeare affected the world of literature. So when Kanye says,
I am Shakespeare in the flesh. Walt Disney, Nike, Google.
He's right. He is to rap what Shakespeare is to literature. And Shakespeare, when you look at the impact he's had on the world of media, it's kind of overwhelming. His name is known and synonymous with storytelling the world over. 600 years after his death, there's only so few people that have lived to have that kind of impact. Shakespeare, the Beatles, Da Vinci, Jesus Christ, and Kanye West. So when Kanye says,
I just told you who I thought I was, a god.
Who's to say he's wrong? Only time will tell. And none of us will be alive to see it. Except for Kanye. Because he's a god.
I'm trying to keep my faith. We on a ultralight beam. We on a ultralight beam. This is a God dream. This is a God dream. This is everything.